Hey, what's up, everybody? So it's been a little over 2 weeks since I started my digital detox, which is mainly consisted of me getting off of social media and deleting a bunch of apps off my phone so I can get back to living in the real world and not living with a piece of glass in my face. I'll leave a link above for the video I made explaining why I got into the detox, how the detox works, and I will also make a video soon about my experience with the digital detox. But the long and short of it is, minus a couple of hiccups, it's actually going really well. I've been enjoying the process and I'm looking forward to seeing how I get back to social media in a more constructive way that doesn't dominate my entire life. Now, one of the issues I did run into while being offline was how to share my photography. If I'm not on Instagram, if I'm not on Facebook or Twitter, which I haven't been on in ages because it's terrible now, or any other social media space, how do I share my photography with the world? I came up with a solution for that, and it kind of happened by accident, but that solution is postcards. So I recently dropped my daughter off at college. It's her first year, and one of my concerns was trying to figure out how to keep in contact with her. Phone calls can be tough because she's a college freshman, she's experiencing all new things, she's had class loads and everything else, and the expectation that she would be able to pause all that to take a quick phone call with me didn't feel really realistic. And I'm not really good at picking up the phone anyway. So I decided to start writing her letters. And my wife actually gave me a pack of postcards that she had in her office. So I started using those. And as I'm writing the postcards, I realized this postcard could be one of my photos. And so I got 50 of them printed at the local FedEx. It cost me about $10 or $15, super cheap. And I gotta say, it's been an enjoyable way to share my work. So much so that I've decided to take on a little project. So I grew up in the long ago ages where all photos were printed because there was no digital media. And I remember my dad coming home with photos, and sometimes there'd be space for a stamp and a few lines to write a note. And the notion that people were out there just mailing photographs to each other sounds really, really awesome to me. And I kind of want to recreate that feeling with this project. So here's the plan. In addition to using these postcards to write to my daughter and close friends and family, I'm also going to be sending them out to random people. I'm going to be looking up random addresses on Google Maps and just sending a postcard to people who are not expecting to see my work. So the main reason anybody who's a creative is on social media or online in general is because they want the work to be seen. And the likes and the follows are sort of confirmation that that work is being seen. But what happens if you take that confirmation away? What happens if you put your work into the world and you have no context for how it's being received? What does that look like? What does that feel like? By the way, if you would like a postcard, you can email me at shane@shanepaulneal.com. Drop me your address. I promise I won't share your information. I won't sell your information, even though in 2025, all information is out there already. It's been bought and sold 100 times, but I won't be one of those folks doing that. If you want a postcard, just email me and I'll send you out one. I'm hoping to make this a series of postcards. So this is the first one. I shot this on Portrait 400. It's basically a barbershop right by my house. I liked the color and the angles and everything that was going on here, so I took a photo. Not every photo is going to be fantastic, I'll be perfectly honest. It'll just be ones that I find interesting. Sometimes on the back there'll just be a quick hello, there may be a poem, there may be a word of inspiration. There could be any number of things on the back. They will all be handwritten and hand-mailed. I will not be using a service for this because I feel like that defeats the purpose. And I just want to see what the response is to people who get this randomly, if there is a response. I'm also going to be tracking where these postcards go on a spreadsheet. I'm curious to see how far and wide they reach. And depending on how many I send out, I may add a page to my webpage, just kind of tracking and giving a list or a map of where they've all gone. Again, exact address will not be on there, but just a means to sort of like get a general sense of where the things are and where the postcards are. I think you get it. And the hope is that the people who receive these cards have a moment of joy or intrigue or curiosity. Whatever the feeling happens to be, I want them to feel something from my work. And I think this is a better way to do it than even on social media, because you can't scroll past this postcard. You can throw it away. You can put it in your refrigerator. You can do a number of things with it. But at least for a moment, you're going to pause and look at this because you don't know where it came from and you don't know why it's in your mailbox. I think that's cool. So if you would like to receive a postcard, email me at shane@shanepaulneal.com. Leave me your address, and I'll shoot one off to you. Again, I promise to take care of your information. I'll probably end up deleting the email once it's sent. And yeah, you'll have a little piece of art in your mailbox too. That makes me happy. Hopefully makes y'all happy. I will talk to y'all soon. Like, follow, share, all that other fabulous stuff. Peace.